So maintenance is over and a new update is out now for Throne and Liberty, bringing us the Tevent Guild Raid. We can get 24 Nebula Conquest chests just by doing some weekly missions. There was a tiny shop update with a new Amatoi, and otherwise some rotating returning items, including this pretty cool skin, which they have updated to be able to remove those tattoos. So you might actually want to get it this time around. And you can see there's also the new healing potions, which you can indeed sell. And yes, they did go and actually fix Hellfire Rain will now properly trigger Vampiric Contract to heal you. So let's go through everything. Just be aware, yes, the Fortune's Calling event is over. We have these Fortune Stones and we cannot obtain any more. You pretty much just gotta wait until the devs decide to actually exchange these. As per their dev blog, Solent spent will be tallied and then players will receive their Fortune Stones at the end of the event. It is supposed to be the end of the event because they say it will only last till June the 11th. I expected this update to at least give the Fortune Stones and then after a few days we get the rewards, but currently they've done nothing. We can only hope that they've tallied the amount of Solent we spent correctly, as I spent like over 160 million, and that should put me over 3,000 to be able to get all of these guaranteed rewards. But we still have the continuation of the Harbinger of Chaos, the Omen of Chaos event. Claim these rewards and you can use those to craft the current event food, these potions, and I would save them until the new raid, and they should last well into July, I believe till the 17th. When you look at them, they have a duration of 34 days. Best in slot food for PvE fights with that species damage, crit and heavy attack. You can do your regular activities, and I highly recommend visiting every day the event merchant to purchase these growth stones, and every week to get the ores, chaos runes, and yes, you should have enough still to get the materials and polished crystals, doing your dungeons, Amatoi expeditions, and mystic portals. Now in terms of the new potions that they've actually added here in this section, you're going to first need the recipes. Now you can simply buy the recipes straight up just from your contract coin merchant for 3,000 each, but you should, like all these other players, be able to get them through cooking contracts. You will of course want to take advantage of refreshing as much as possible. And there we go, 38 contracts later, and we got one of the recipes. We'll accept the contract, we'll complete it, and that should unlock the recipe for us. It did indeed. This is honestly pretty much the best potion unless you have a significant amount of HP, as then you would use this one. The exact value is if you have over 30,000 HP, then you would use this one, because 80% of 30,000 is 2,400, which is then the equivalent of 4,800 total heal. Just be aware, it's not exactly the cheapest to craft these, needing purple ores to do so and purple polished crystals. You'll need 5 rare recovery crystals, which you will normally just get through your guild merchant. Every day here you can get a total of 10 of them. However, you can see they've also added the recipes to be able to craft those rare recovery crystals using the quality recovery crystals. And you can even craft the quality recovery crystals using the normal recovery crystals. I personally didn't, but you could have purchased an infinite amount of these recovery crystals before the update, like I mentioned yesterday, but now they've added a cap of just 100 per day. Again, I don't think I'll be crafting these anytime soon. I still need to be saving these for like masteries and honestly future content as well. I would just wait for when we get the legendary gear on June the 26th, when we get the 12-man raid, and see if we can make use of, say, those precious rubrics, those precious ores. If we cannot, then of course this will be a place where you can spend them if you don't need them for growth stones or mastery anymore. But now let's quickly jump to the shop update. They did add, yes, that new Amatoi, totally not worth getting, but just be aware the amount effects have increased to 45, so getting 3% extra weapon mastery is kind of useful. Just depends how much lucent you would spend for that. Personally, nothing. Just wait. Over time, we'll add enough amatoys. And yes, the Stormcaller Shroud outfit is back, which is pretty cool. With that ability to remove the tattoos if you wish. No longer have to have those glowing hands. And they've also returned the Icebound Steel outfit. However, there is a new outfit, not displayed here, but with celebration packs. Not yet available, but they did say here at 10 AM Pacific time, June the 12th, so should be later today, allowing you to get this new Amatoy, new swim and dash morph, and then the new outfit and this glide morph. And this outfit is basically a reskin of the Icebound Steel outfit, just with more jagged icicles and a different helmet. This helmet honestly probably looks cooler, but it's a matter of taste. You can see him holding it there. And the Korean server does in fact already have this outfit, so I could showcase it. That's the female character, and then this is the male character. Overall, pretty neat, but again, seems to be very much a reskin with just a different helmet than this. And yes, I guess the cloak's a little different too, but should be available again later today, 10 AM Pacific time. We did have maintenance, so yes, go ahead and claim your ornate coins if you haven't done so already, and we can go and spend them on these items. Recommend doing so during this month as things are on a discount, despite them not really saying so. You just have to remember what the prices were before. Definitely get the conquest just if you haven't already. Probably the mystic keys are the next valuable thing if you're actually going to do them, and then like growth stones and skill books if you're still in need of those. And of course the enchanted ink and the trade extract stones are very valuable too, just to make lucent. But we will have to see. At least it's been confirmed there'll be no trait resonance and there'll be no using trait unlock stones on them. Keep in mind again, it is of course a new week. We did visit some of the merchants, but make sure keep on top of getting those daily rewards and the weekly ones. You can consider buying the lower quality potions if you intend to craft them up. Same from the Sundries merchant, along with of course getting your usual weekly contracts and daily foods. Getting your enchanted ink and extract stones from contract coin merchant, and potentially your mystic keys as well. I wouldn't personally go for these recipes unless you're really impatient, because as I showed you can get them via the cooking contracts. Unless, of course, you don't want to do those cooking contracts and you want to stick to the normal ones to get those extra polished crystals and ores from them. And finally, try to attend your field bosses and you can get a ton of ores here along with crystals, upgrade materials, powder, and if you really have spare time, nebula for extra conquest chests and blessing pouches. So I hope this was somewhat insightful with all the new things this update brings. A special thank you to all my channel members for their added support. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.